unique changes to the stylistic design that it's a unique character.
I would like to press a dent in your head for boring me with that story. Just kidding. So I told Becker that this is our monthly Spotlight on Becker episode, so it's going to be really Becker heavy, everybody. So buckle up.
No.
Take it away, Becker.
No.
You begged for this.
Take
the reins.
He begged for this?
I did.
Yeah,
I did
before
not
you
beg
came
for
in, he's
this.
like, hey, man, I just feel like I'm not getting my shit in enough, and I really want to contribute more. So he came up with like a list of stories he wants to tell.
I'll bet. Let's have him try to come up with one story by the end of the hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Impossible.
Yeah, it's Kim possible.
I don't have anything going on. The only thing I got going on is waiting for this doctor's appointment.
Yeah, you need to know what kind of private war you're fighting in your organs.
Yeah. What my next steps are to like consistently keeping down water and food. So
now I remember why we don't let you talk.
Yeah, I've just been walking a lot because I'm going stir crazy at my house. I'm kind of losing it. And I'm terrified of going under on anesthesia because that shit scares me because I'm a wimp.
You're under anesthesia all day, every day.
Yeah.
You medicate yourself into a trance-like state 24/7.
Yeah, you're like one of those monks who spins until he reaches epiphany.
You're a whirling dervish.
Yeah, but with weed.
Yeah.
We got it. And that's why we're the best. Welcome to another barn-rocking, badass beater. It's Chubby Behemoth, everyone. Barn rockers.
Now, I appreciate you trying to shine a spotlight on Becker, but we need answers from your journey last episode, and I have a bunch of shit that I have to get in. So Becker should probably suck it and shut up.
I got nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you said you've been walking laps in your house. You know what that makes me think of? Did you guys ever watch that? It was before 30 for 30, and it was on the, I think it was like a ESPN Behind the Lines. Was that the name of it?
That was a thing. I never watched it, I don't think.
They had one on the belt of fat theory for competitive eaters. And it was talking about how Kobayashi's ripped and how he can eat the most hot dogs because his stomach can be more unconstrained by layers of adipose tissue. And they showed this guy who was a competitive eater, and he lost like 150 pounds by just walking laps around his dinner table.
His own house. Even weirder.
Jesus.
Yeah. He lived in an apartment, a tiny New York apartment, and he just walked laps around his table. And every 100, he would go the opposite way because he was only walking one way for a long time, and it was breaking down his inner knee on that side.
That's so weird. Meanwhile, the guy below him is screaming in every language that's been written down to please stop.
He has a Duolingo subscription just to learn new ways to say, knock it off, fat man.
Yeah, I'm going to have to lose 100 pounds.
Is that what she said?
God, at least.
I begged her to spill the beans on you with me, and she refused.
Begged her to break HIPAA, the one thing. That's break like HIPAA, their whole thing.
Tell me about Hippo.
King HIPAA. Yeah, they're not allowed.
I know.
I'll just tell you this. I need a lot of this, water.
Okay.
And I need a lot of this. I need some help. Things aren't looking good. I have the body of 4 people, and they're all unhealthy. I'm clinically gross. A certified WAD. I was relieved. I told you. I was relieved to be, I think I was 304.8.
Yeah, that's insane.
Kilograms.
I had you pegged at 335.
Kilos. Let me finish.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I am a brick and a half.
Oh, yeah.
I'm a brick lard brick.
You're a brick shit mouth.
I'm brick lard.
Hey, brick lard. Now. Thanks for joining us. That's your multiple personalities inside your 4-person body.
Brick lard. The gross tard who goes hard until he ghosts snards.
All right. You're talking my language right there.
Hey, keep the front door closed, how about?
I can't. Emmy's doing her laps around the house.
Emmy's doing steps in and out of the house.
Yeah, she's on her 7th step, which is the apologies.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I almost told Becker when I saw him walking around town looking good until I realized why he looks good, and it's because he's shit and puked up everything that he's put in.
Yeah.
So it's not a good, hey, look at, I mean, he looks healthy, he doesn't look like he's dying, but the way he got there was the gauntlet. You had a gauntlet of your own.
Yeah, you've been reverse Kirbying pretty much.
Yeah,
no power.
You're not.
And then oddly, the best thing I've kept down was that Beano's pizza stayed down forever. That's like the one meal I've had in 3 weeks that I didn't puke up at any point.
Well, you know what was interesting about
insane.
our time in Eastern Colorado is that you didn't puke, you didn't shit, you didn't spaz once, and I was with you for 3 days. So
I puked for like an hour and a half at the first B&B.
Is what I'm trying to say.
Where did you puke? Where did you puke?
At the first Airbnb. I slept in the living room, got up in the morning, ranched hard in the fucking bathroom. I was Ralphing everywhere.
Yeah, you were Wiggum?
Yeah, dude.
Wig him out.
The chief of Ralphing.
But that was it. And I don't know what I ate that first night. I don't remember anymore.
That first night, we did kind of jump you into the crew, because when you passed out, we fed you a cricket.
Oh.
I think it was a cricket. It could have been an albino grasshopper. But yeah, we put some kind of bug in you, and you chewed it up, and then you said, "Thank you, grandmother," in perfect English, even though you were sleeping.
Yeah.
Wait,
I think Dave's edibles might have helped me not get nauseous.
Well, we had those cookies.
You
the cookies,
partook.
the edibles from Dave. Yeah.
How did that go?
I mean, good. I figured I was gonna have like a hell night after we ate greasy pizza and then went to a diner that was really good, but it was also, we had greasy cheese pockets, and then I had like most of a hamburger.
Dude, he fed us sopapillas with like a brick of mozzarella in them. And we each ate one of those things. No, not Dave T. Javier Larios, who was this little Mexican kid in Elizabeth who couldn't speak any English, and all he could do was go, no, 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 no. And like that was his entire thing for 3 years. You'd be like, Javier, what's up, Javi? And he'd go, no, no, no. And we'd be like, all right.
It was working, so he leaned on it?
Oh, that's literally all he said. He couldn't speak English.
It got him by.
Oh, yeah. And then when we walked into the restaurant, the first thing he did to remind, I think, Joe and Bonzo who he was, is he did, he kind of like rolled his eyes and shrugged and went, no, no, no.
He's over it.
Yeah, he hit his catchphrase.
He never pivoted.
Yeah, it was like when, you ask Big Pete from Pete and Pete if he was in Pete and Pete, and he kind of goes, yeah, that was Javier. Oh, I crushed that corned beef. And I think he heaped it on heavy because he wanted to impress upon us that he was doing well. He kept saying like big words. He said ambidextrous. He said ambiguously. He was letting us know that the English took.
He's still in the A's, though. He's leaning hard on ambivalent, ambidextrous, ambulance. I don't want to call an ambulance. No, no, no.
No, no, no. No, no, no.
Leave on your own power, please.
So, Lund, I do want to know everything that happened with you and my wife, because you called me bragging about being 304 pounds, and I was like, all right, man, that's very good.
Yeah,
but
it sucks to be relieved.
He called me like the governor just called at midnight. He was like, hey, I got good news. I'm only 304. And I thought that he was going to say he was like 380. I was like, this is going to be nuts.
Yeah, right. I was worried. God, I really was worried that it was going to be. God, I don't know. I don't know what the high end could have been, but I was scared about 330. I don't know.
I mean, Emmy was worried too, dude. Emmy was worried for the scale because it's a rental. You're gonna lose the deposit on it because you break it.
The two young women who had to take my vitals were both 4'10" and 65 pounds, and I'm just like douche, walking down
Wearing
the
your
hall
poncho,
like fucking TikTok.
Completely nude underneath the poncho.
I'm full TikTok in Return to Oz. I'm going from one leg to the other. I'm fucking it's just anyway. But yeah,
we know how you walk. I've seen you walk a lot. That's how you walk.
I have to get on some medication to make me live longer.
You have to get on.
That's cool.
You have to get on a fucking yoga ball and just bounce around all the time. That's what you're going to be up to. No more walking.
I have to do crunches. I have to lift my weights that I have.
You're going to do all of that for sure.
Unfortunately, the worst news of all is that I have too much time left. It's not I have 2 years left. It's I probably, if I do things right, I have another 25 years left. So that sucks.
Damn, I thought you said that Emmy gave you 4 to 5 pods left.
Oh yeah, well yeah, I was joking. I was trying to scare you. I was trying to make you think. Wow, I gotta help this guy.
No, that would have been great. Me and Becker could have gone into business for ourselves. We could finally do the Sam and Beck Turtle Cast, where we just talk about Ninja Turtle related items.
I want to hear about where we left you. Because we left you gorged.
Is your blood okay?
I guess. I'm not.
You wouldn't tell me.
I'm almost pre-diabetic, so I have to.
Almost.
Yeah. So that's
a victory.
Good-ish. My cholesterol is a little high, so again, good-ish.
Mm-hmm.
Could be worse, for sure. And I'm gonna try to not make it worse. It could be worse. I could be in a lot more trouble than I am.
Look, man, I know something about you, and it's when your back's against the wall, you start fighting. I mean, you have the most fucking stick-to-itiveness.
I start biting.
Yeah.
I become very primal.
Yeah.
And I don't know who's friend or foe.
No,
so
you start lashing out like a scorpion that's blindfolded.
I give little nips to let you know that I will bite harder if you don't fuck off.
Emmy was like, Lund hasn't called me. I texted him and said, call me about your results.
HIPAA.
And I was like, well, you know what's something about Lund? He has a Tushy that he walks by every day. He has a Tushy brand bidet that we all received. And he knows it would take 10 minutes, but he can't do it. He literally said it's impossible and that he cannot do it.
That's
and
my
that's
white whale.
Lund.
That's my white whale.
So when it comes to calling you to find out how thick with cream his blood is, I'm sure he's not in a hurry to do that either.
Well, yeah, I just didn't know that she said nothing bad. So I thought, okay, I'll call her tomorrow. I thought maybe she was off today, so I could call her tomorrow. I didn't know what she wanted to do, but apparently she wants to make sure I get these meds sooner than later. So
yeah, it's a race against the clock.
We don't get stuff here quick, so I'm gonna get those meds in like 3 weeks.
What meds did they put you on?
She wants my blood to be blue instead of red, so there's like it's like mostly dye in a pill.
Yeah, dye's good. I'm on
so
orange dye.
You're going orange, all right. Yeah.
Well, my blood's really yellow, so we're putting some orange in there to red it out.
Yeah. No, I have to take a statin. I can't remember which one.
Wow.
For my cholesterol. Not already.
41 on a statin.
Yeah, that's when a lot of people start. If they don't in college.
It's called the old man's Mentos. It's usually for men over 65, but
no, it's
you're getting a jump on it. Oh, yeah, for sure.
You don't know anything. And also, you're on a bunch of pills. I see you take pills.
I'm not on a bunch of pills, but I'm going to start calling you Pete Davidson because you're the king of Staten Island. Yes. I might be on 2 hours sleep, but I still have it in me.
But you're still talking too much. But I do want to know, you were so high and effort when we were talking, I was like, even when Becker said whatever he said, that maybe you were on 600 megs.
Mm-hmm.
I was like,
a lot of megs.
It's been 2 hours. He has another 2 hours. But when we got off the pod and I told Megan, we were both just like, holy shit. Also, you didn't tell Emily? Were you keeping that from her?
I didn't want her to be worried.
Well, tell her now, because fucking you've been home for 4 hours, and then I mention it, and she's like, what? And I was like...
You tattled. What?
It's not tattling. It's fucking thinking that you told her stuff.
No.
And you hadn't for some weird reason. Because
I didn't want her to know that I was smoking weed while driving, and that when I was smoking the weed, that a pen exploded, and then I drove over a bridge just completely gorked out of my dome.
You can't tell her that when you're home.
I literally told you at the beginning of that episode, I don't want anyone to be mad at me. I'm worried that everyone's going to be mad at me. And then you told the one person who actually might be mad at me.
Well, so I didn't tell her shit. You can not say anything because all I said was that you talked a lot about how crazy the gig was and about your vape breaking. That's literally all I said. So lie to her.
Well, now I can't lie to her because I thought this thing of ours was older than our marriages. I thought that we had an ancient pact. But no. As soon as one lady puts her fucking finger up your ass and all of a sudden you're spilling all the goddamn beans.
She left it in there for, I think, longer than medically necessary.
Yeah, she was stirring the soup, she calls it.
Does she does that to you and you like it, or do you not like it,
I don't
but you
like
let her do it?
But you let her do it.
Because she's a doctor.
Well, yeah, she also has a gun to my head. And she says, soup's on. And then we watch your special and she fucks me in my butt.
You heard what I said. So take that
sideways.
Take that however you want. And I figured I can understand you not saying anything yesterday, but you're home now. So yeah, I thought you could say, "Oh yeah, I got really high and it was scary."
No, not everything is up for public consumption.
We talked about it for the whole pod.
Right.
And I know she's not
listen. A Patreon. She's not a Patreon subscriber.
God. All right. Well,
she doesn't support me at all.
Don't say anything to Megan about my need for this guy to come help.
She said that she's going to the gym, and that's why we could podcast. It turns out she's going to some guy named Jim's house.
You guys are getting freaky. Well, we're getting 8 years into a marriage. You start to spice things up.
I would hate that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Bum me out.
Weird move.
You'd like it.
No, it's too much. I've thought about it. And it would be too much. You would think about it too much. You'd wonder. You'd worry. Even when people say that they don't care, almost all of them do. If you truly didn't care, it would be fun. But it's almost impossible not to care. To just be like, yeah, who cares? Just get blasted.
Becker, you've probably been in an open relationship before, right? How'd that go for you?
Get mumped.
Oh, it sucks ass.
Oh, Becker. Super producer Becker was sideways for 3 minutes.
It told me to do that and never corrected, and my volume hasn't adjusted on the app yet, so it should turn down for you shortly. But yeah, open relationships are bullshit. They suck. They're terrible.
Look, I have like Superman hair. I look like Clark Kent.
That's exactly what you look like.
Right?
Yes.
You look like the moon in that first French movie ever. What's it called? The rocket. The rocket gets shot to the moon. It's like 8 minutes long. It's not Claire de Lune, right? That's a song.
Is it about me playing hearts with my grandma? Because I used to shoot the damn moon all the time on her blind ass. All the time. She would cheat in gin rummy. I would cheat in hearts. It was a good thing we had.
You would cheat, and you knew.
Yeah, my grandma looked like an armadillo by the time she was like 65. And she couldn't see very well, but she'd keep driving us to school. And I would just cheat in hearts and say that I shot the moon. But it would be like the queen of clubs. She didn't know anything.
Damn, that's cold.
She barely knew English. She knew it well. She wasn't like Javier. No.
She didn't know. No. She let you do whatever you wanted.
Oh, God, I wish you would have said no, and I wouldn't be obese. I wouldn't be chasing Lund's record over here. Yeah, she should have said, no, you don't need a 5th cherry Pepsi. No.
Oh, God.
Oh, how about you don't open a 2nd sleeve of Townhouse crackers and dip them in ranch dressing? You already had one. You don't the whole sleeve, pal. Oh, yeah. That was a big one. Uh-huh.
Going sleeve. Yeah.
How about this?
What?
Dude, 2 microwavable burritos wrapped up in a bigger tortilla. And inside of that tortilla, you just fill it with cheese. Like you're trying to mortar into bricks. That was a big one. Yep. She should have said, no. Gordito Hoven.
Two burritos. The little ones, right? Like frozen ones, Monterey.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
El Rey, like the worst ones.
Yeah,
that have ever been a thing.
For sure.
Yeah, they were so cheap. Oh, God, I don't know if I got
79 cents. They're like the green chili one just has like straight up horse meat in it. It didn't matter.
It's barely counts as human food.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I called it cookie cereal. I would just get Oreos out and I would crumble them all up and then I would eat them with half and half.
Oh my God, dude.
Yeah. Cookie cereal, man. And no one did anything. No one stopped me.
Everybody, so many adults were watching. It wasn't even that you were left alone and didn't know any better.
I sat down and ate it at a dinner table surrounded by 3 adults. Yeah. After we just had adult dinner, I'd be like, oh, time for cookie cereal.
Oh, shit. Cookie
Everyone's
cereal.
Like, all right. Very good. Yeah. Dude, have I ever told you guys about fucking my grandpa laughing at Maury Povich until he almost passed out?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Dude. So I'm writing this thing for this magazine, and I initially set out to start writing about like food, but then I just started writing about my relationship with food. And I remember this thing about my grandpa, because we would watch Maury, and I would like fucking delete an entire 6-pack of cherry Pepsi over the course of like a single episode of Maury.
Fuck, man.
Dude, the hardest I've ever seen anyone laugh ever for a prolonged period of time was my grandfather watching an episode of Maury called My Baby Weighs 99 Pounds. And it was just like the most broken down, like worn out, exhausted, hollow-eyed parents. And then they're just preposterously fat kids. And the first kid, he couldn't walk because he was so fat. So they brought him out in a wheelbarrow.
Like you last night with Bamfield.
Right, yeah. Yeah, they brought this kid out in a wheelbarrow and then just like dumped him out. And then they had like a top-down camera, like overhead camera of all the kids in this like pen they built for them, and they couldn't sit up, so they were just like on their backs.
Because they're not walking yet?
No, I mean, well, some of them were like 3, but they couldn't walk because they were so enormous.
Holy shit.
Oh my God.
I don't remember watching that, and we never talked about that. Which grandpa?
Dude, my grandpa Ova, my dad's dad. And he would like rock, and like commercials would come along. He would like try and get it together, but he was just like wiping his tears and saying like, "Oh shit, god damn," just throughout the commercial. And then of course they would come back and like have a baby with a giant pumpkin next to it, like for comparison. Sorry. Yeah, I just remembered that. Lost it for a whole hour.
So are you gonna tell us what happened, or do you want to save it for Patreon so that you can keep lying to your wife? What are you thinking?
No. So, did I talk to you guys before or after I did the show?
Before.
After I did the show.
Before.
Right?
No. You had 2 hours before the show was going to happen.
Did we talk?
I just told you. We talked for 2 hours. Or we talked until you had like 2 hours before the show.
Wait, no, we plotted on Friday.
Huh?
Right. So we talked about like the show that I did in Lawrence, that terrible show.
Yes.
Right.
No.
It was
Okay,
all that, and then you drive the vape breaking,
Yeah.
allegedly.
Okay. Sorry, guys.
And then somebody slurping it off of your hand. Maybe
I
you,
licked it
maybe
off my
somebody
hand.
else.
Yes.
No,
So
possible deniability.
So on
Patreon
Friday,
deniability. If you want the truth, you have to pay for it, bitch. You're not getting anything out of me, Doctor.
Dr. Love. Yeah, no, Friday night I did the show and I was like, I don't know. I was high, but I was also in that come down. It was kind of like when you come down from mushrooms and you just have like this like peace, but if you think about it too much, you're going to get anxious. So you just kind of have to like not think. And I had to do a show with like that type of mindset. I did really good. I got really far out there.
When were you at your highest?
Oh my God. I was at my highest probably
after the pod.
No, like probably like a half hour before I got on the pod with you guys. And I think being with you guys like brought me down, which was good.
Wow. Because
I also like hadn't talked, remember? Like I'm in a car by myself, just like pinned, just losing it. So yeah, to be able to talk to you guys for an hour was very cathartic.
Just telling yourself that you're driving so you don't forget.
I'm driving.
Well, because that was another thing that was nuts, was getting done with the pod and telling Megan and wondering if you were about to be like twice as high as you had been at your highest, because who knows, we didn't know how much you had.
No.
Except
also,
for
I didn't
Becker's
eat
dirty
dinner.
math.
I didn't eat dinner until after the show. And then I felt like really exhausted and stupid because I think that all the I had a club sandwich for dinner and I think that re-kicked in whatever was like caught in my pipes. And then I slept until like 2 the next day. And then me and Bamfield, shout out Elena Bamfield, 27 years old, did a great job. But she's like 95 pounds and looks like a cheerleader. And I look like this. So just like everywhere we went together, it looked like I had like kidnapped my daughter and we were driving north to Canada. Because there's no reason we ever would have been together unless we were,
that she would want to hang out with you.
No, yeah. And I mean, like, also, why would I want to hang out with her? She's a baby and I'm a grown man,
Yeah.
But the condo, she would like have her pajamas on and then I'd be wearing like sweatpants. We have dual Becker vision. All right. He's having his own show over there.
Yeah, I'm not about to burn my house down or anything.
Becker reaction video to the
Becker's
pod.
Pissed. Yeah.
Your internet's being weird again? Or the...
It's my computer.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, just fire up one of those crazy blobs that keep you wrecked and wet.
Another thing that's funny to think about is if somebody saw you in Bamfield, because she, as far as I know, typically wears like baggy clothes. So it would look like you put her in clothes that were yours or used to be yours or are your fat son's that she like, because you're trying, like you said, you're trying to smuggle her away from like, she's like your stepkid. And you're trying to get her away before her mom knows that you're both gone. And so,
well, hopefully she's my stepkid and I didn't just abduct a child. Because it could have been like an episode of SVU where it's like I abduct a little boy that I make him wear a wig so he looks like a girl and they can't find him.
Yeah, normally she likes to dress like cute, like a typical femme young woman, but you've got her in like a giant sweatshirt so that nobody like recognizes her until you can get a couple states out.
Yeah, I have her in a Hartford Whalers hockey shirt.
My grandma did that to my dad, and none of us knew till we found the photos after she died. But when they lived in Guatemala, she dressed him up as a little girl so that he wouldn't get kidnapped because little boys were worth more money down there in the 50s.
What? Why were they in Guatemala? Was your family part of the octopus murders?
No. My dad's dad was like a crazy person, but he laid roads back when that was a big deal.
Yeah.
And he got really good at it, and then was like a test engineer for Cat. So he would test out new equipment for him.
Cat Williams tested out new bits on him.
That would have been awesome.
Why a little boy worth more money?
But then
little boy ain't got no pussy.
That's your cat?
Him and another guy who worked with a cat worked out this deal to go pay all the roads in Guatemala
Typical
in like 1953, 1954, and they were supposed to go in 55. So he left without my pregnant grandma. She had my dad in Oregon, and then they immediately got on a train down to Guatemala to join him. And they were down there for like 4 years.
Huh.
But while they were down there, they had to leave overnight, like left all their belongings in cars because the revolution started. And it was like, hey, white people, get the fuck out now. But we found pictures of my dad in like sailor dresses with long, like Shirley Temple curled hair. He was so mad. It was like one of the best family days I've ever had.
What have I never heard about this before?
I forgot about that story. My dad was dressed as a little girl for 3 years.
That's all we needed was one story. I thought we were going to get 0. We got one.
we got a good one, man.
Because you remember.
We also had a baboon.
Okay.
Soy una chiquita.
My grandma was mad about it as an old woman because of how bad it would shit all over her house in Guatemala.
Okay.
It would come up and she'd get like freshly pissed as if it had just happened the day before.
Oh my god. The ape shit the house too much. That's Megan's main complaint about Lund.
No, she wishes I would shit somewhere other than the toilet because I trap her in the bedroom. She can't get to the kitchen.
Fuck. Sorry. I'm exhausted and I'm giggly, and you just every fucking time you open your mouth. So yeah, the show went fine. I kind of I wore it the first show Saturday.
Oh, there were 2. Holy shit.
2 Saturday. Yeah, only one Friday. And you know, I like opened up with a bit about how the condo that me and Elena were staying at looked like an episode of To Catch a Predator. Like she was the bait and I was the, you know, guy showing up with wine coolers, and that just turned them all off right away. Yeah, that was weird. Also, Emily's aunt and uncle were there, and they just kind of saw me like eat it, which was awesome.
Wait, when were you? Today, I've been super high for the last week. You were super high yesterday.
I was super high on Thursday.
Friday.
No. Oh, on Friday, yeah.
Yes, okay.
On the drive back,
now
on the drive from the UP to Traverse City, where I had my first show Friday, I got really high, and I had a good first show on Friday, and everyone loved it. And then all the comics like called their friends and said, "You got to come see this guy." And they're at the first show Saturday, and it was like the crowd said, "Hey, are you hungry for your own ass? Because you should eat some of it in front of us." And then I did. And
like a baboon.
Mike and Bridget were there. Yeah, I would have pissed off Becker's grandma because I was shitting all over the house. And then, of course, I was furious. I didn't talk to anyone after the show. There wasn't a green room, so I just had to sit looking at the bar with my back turned. It was very bizarre.
Cover, like, duck down.
Yeah. Like Bamfield's out there talking to people.
Big newspaper.
Oh, yeah. And also the people are so stupid that they say that was great. And it's like, no, it wasn't. Shut up. There was a really drunk woman who kept yelling out cherries because I was riffing about Cherry Republic, which is their big store up there. Traverse City's the cherry capital. And then she kept yelling cherries. And then I wanted to stand on her until she was an inch.
Smush her down.
I wanted to freeze her. Yeah.
Oh,
what are you doing, Lund?
Michael's saying hi. George Michael's here. He just got a haircut. He was all scruffy.
Whoa.
No, he looks like a little rat.
Hi. Emmy left her phone out. I saw your results. He's saying goodbye.
He knows something. Yeah, he hasn't left my side for the last few days because he knows.
Yeah.
that something's wrong. That's a lot of times that's with cats, but it's also George Mike. He was rolling around in my undies because it had the death scent in there, like I was carrying on, like you said.
Terrific. Now, guys, I actually did something.
I had a couple of things happen that I was going to mention.
Go ahead.
Oh, good.
Yeah, please.
Go. No, you.
No, go ahead. No, I want you to go.
What's your little thing?
Well, mine's a surprise that I did. I had some people send in some questions that they wanted me to ask you guys. And I didn't...
is that real or is it a fucking bit?
Why don't you ever...
If that's real, go ahead. If it's a bit that you just came up with, then no.
No. Aaron McGinn asks, have you ever done something embarrassing around a former crush?
Yeah. What? I'm sure.
What was it?
I've been drunk. I don't know. Are you trying to set me up with a particular thing that I did to Aaron or what?
No. Do you know Aaron McGinn?
Is it not our friend from San Francisco? Isn't that her name?
No, I don't think so.
Girl Aaron? Or is it boy Aaron?
All right, I don't know why this bit would work. I went to randomquestiongenerator.com and was just going to ask you guys random questions, but then I guess I biffed the name. I couldn't come up with a fake name, I guess. Damn it. Fuck. Damn.
I'm trying to see.
And then you just didn't trust me, which was, I guess, right, but hurts. Damn.
Huh?
All right.
Yeah,
well,
Aaron McGinn is our friend in San Francisco, you fool.
Yeah. Damn it. I'm taking notes. I'm going to write down.
I was like, what are you doing? All right, so let me tell you what happened to me.
Please.
Because on Monday, because I had these two things, and then you just were on fire. So we had to ride that wave.
But on Monday, I went up to... I was like that guy protesting the war.
You were the Human Torch.
Yeah.
Whoa. So Monday, Megan and I went up to Pueblo so that she could get drinks and things, snacks for Mutiny at Sam's Club. And we loaded up the Impreza. What?
She drinking again? Is that what you said?
No.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Are you super high again? Did you lick shit off of your hand?
No, I'm just tired. I got like an hour and a half of sleep.
All right, so shut up. So take a nap.
Okay.
And I'll talk to Becker.
All right.
We go and we load up the car and we turn left to go onto I-25. And as we're turning left, we have the arrow. There are 3 vehicles coming the other way onto I-25, and none of them yield. They all just either stop, dude. God.
Well, I'm acting it out.
Why?
Because there's audio impaired listeners. Fine. I won't do anything.
Just... So right. The 2 trucks go ahead of me, but the car behind me that still tried to just go through me slams on his brakes, whatever, and it's like, dude, okay, you're all 3 of you are insane, but the 2 trucks just go, but then the car fucking comes around, gets in front of me, and slows down to 30 miles an hour, and I try to get around him, but I can't whip because I've got 500 pounds of groceries weighing down the car, and Megan's with me, so I can't be a maniac. But I'm so mad because I know right away he fucked up, and then he is shitty to me about it, and so slows down. And it's funny too because I've thought about if somebody were pissing me off while driving, the thing I would do is get in front of them and slow way down because you're not it's not super dangerous. But it is infuriating, right?
Oh, it's a ton of fun.
Oh yes, and I haven't done it.
You do this, Becker?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
I haven't done it, but I've thought, oh yeah, that's a good move. So he's getting me with a move that I have thought about employing myself, and I'm so mad. I'm not swearing. I'm like a volcano, I'm just like rumbling, and I'm very quiet because I'm trying to think like, what do I do? I can't kill him, but how can I hurt him? And I got so in Pueblo on the highway, instead of 75, it goes down to 55, but we're doing 30, and there's traffic piling up quick, including a semi like right behind me. And I'm just like, holy shit, like I'm so mad. What do I do? I have to get Megan home safe, but all I want to do is like ruin this guy, like not kill him, but maim him and make it so he can never drive again, whatever. Or, he becomes a car, like he can't leave the car, so he's a human car or whatever, like cause a wreck that makes him fused to the car forever. And the only way he can live is by me driving that car. And I like only drive it enough to keep him barely alive. Just all these things. And he stays in front of me for like two exits for like a few miles of Pueblo. And I'm just like, oh my God, I'm going to fucking, how is this end? Me in jail, both of us dead, all three of us dead. But no, eventually he fucking decides to just like take an exit. But holy shit. I was so mad because it was all his fault. I didn't do something stupid. Oh shit. I'm being an idiot. I'm not paying attention, and I almost, caused a wreck, and now you're pissed at me. No, he was a fucking moron. So yeah.
That's also when I become the most dangerous. It's like when somebody fucked up and then treats me like I'm a fuck up on the road. That's
like you're the
Murderville.
spy. You get accused of being a spy when you're the smartest person in town. Yeah, it was it was a lot. And God, just that thing, that place you go to where you have to keep it together. You can't become an animal, even though every part of your body wants you to just be a baboon.
It's just like pit maneuver.
Pit maneuver. I have to get them out of the car so that I can hurt. What wrestling move am I going to do? A submission or a power bomb type thing? Do I want big impact, or do I want to manipulate a joint until it snaps? Oh my God. And I couldn't see him. He was in like a Chevy Bolt with super dark tinted windows, so I couldn't see anything about the person, the driver.
Oh, so you didn't even have anyone to direct it at.
Just a car. Just a license plate that started with UGC, I believe. And I won't be on the lookout for that motherfucker for the rest of my life. I drive through Pueblo all the time. It's not insane to think that we could meet again when I don't have a bunch of groceries and I don't have a wife in the car. And therefore I can do whatever I want. No. It would be so hard to not follow him if I actually came across him anytime in the near future.
I want to do the pit maneuver. Every time somebody pisses me off that way, I'm like, all I got to do is line up our bumpers 4 inches, and this is over. I'm putting him in the fucking median. And then I have to deep breath, talk myself out of it.
Sam, thoughts?
Yes. I love it. I love the story you built. You built upon what you put out there. Becker's contributions were great. I was just watching more as a fan than anything. Just when I eventually leave this pod, I did too. You wanted to be a car.
That's right.
And Becker is using new deodorant in his pits. I was listening.
The other thing that happened that was funny.
Hold on. Let me say this.
No.
What I thought was funny about what you said was, you talked for 4 minutes straight. Now, what I wanted to say,
99 minutes straight. We had a long episode last time.
I was entertaining. I was telling you guys about my trauma. I was sharing stories so they wouldn't be forgotten. It's just funny to think that you didn't pull over because your groceries. You said the groceries first. You said, I want to find him when I don't have 500 pounds of groceries and my wife's not there. I think that you and Creech should go on a cross-country killing spree. I think that's what's next for you two. Natural-born killers. You and Creech, one of the dogs. That's the first thing you do, is you make that hard decision. And
it's a one-dog job.
You kill one of the dogs, and then you're like, get addicted to the feeling. And then you go into the hater-free zone, and you settle the score there. There's a hater here, and you have an axe, and you free him. Yeah. Hey, who's there? You better not be a hater. Oh, we don't hate. We're nothing but pure love.
I don't feel anything. Yeah.
Go in there.
In Hellraiser,
kill him.
It's pain is love.
Creech covers herself with the blood. You guys have sex. The mom walks in on it. You take that into your own hands. Next thing you know, it's a crazy blood-fueled three-way. And then you guys just hop in the fucking car with, I'm assuming, George Michael, and you just hit Route 66, and you just... I never talk to you again until you call me from jail.
I know your phone number, so yeah, if I get a call, I don't know if I make it to the phone call, because that would mean I was taken in.
They would take you in, for sure.
No.
Oh, yeah.
Alive?
Yeah, because they're going to be like, hey, come out, let the hostages loose, and we'll give you a Crunchwrap Supreme. And you're like, it better be fire sauce. And they're like...
Black bean.
Yeah, black bean. They'd probably get me to come in and, like, go undercover and, like, get some dirt on you guys, and I'd turn you over, so you'd free Becker. Then we do the pod from jail.
If Mutiny goes under, then yeah, we're untethered, and then we're just loose, and we just live.
Well, if that happens, move to Detroit. That's what everyone's saying.
Yeah. With a trail of bodies between here and D-Town. D-Town Calo, I almost said. D-Town Mishi.
Yeah. You get away with a bunch of murders on the way there, dude. Super easy.
No.
Like,
it's...
Yeah,
no.
like,
There's cameras everywhere. Every gas station. Every traffic light. Every semi.
I just had some fun in the UP. I wasn't worried about cameras then.
Yeah, and you're gonna get caught.
No, I won't. And if I do, I'll have another tale to tell.
You have to be a cop, I think, to get away with a bunch of shit, because then...
Look at my fucking head.
You got the whole system behind you.
This is
most murders are unsolved.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
TV just makes it feel like they solve a lot of them. It's like I think it's in the high 80s.
Of unsolved murders?
Yeah, I think like 85% of murders go unsolved.
What the hell? Those are good stats. Lund, you can get away with it.
I saw
the trick is to not kill somebody you know.
Yeah, and also don't leave behind a bunch of fucking veggie crunch wrap rappers, because then they're going to call you the veggie crunch wrap killers, and you don't want that.
Let me say the other thing, because it's quick.
Please.
I got woken up a few days ago to the dogs barking real hard, and so I thought maybe somebody was at the door, and when I got to the door, I saw somebody, it looked like somebody leaving a sticky note like UPS or FedEx. Oh, we missed you, but we need a signature. So I put a hoodie on real quick and go out there, and it turns out it's two guys. One of them's already outside of the gate. One is leaving. And I look down to grab the thing that I think is a note. I turn it over. It's fucking Jesus. It was Jehovah's Witnesses. Two white guys in suits. Yep. They look like two of the most boring motherfuckers you could ever invent. And I woke up 30 seconds ago, right? So it's just so confusing. Yep. And when I bend down and see the thing about,
your
the
pants
good
ripped.
news. Huh?
Your pants ripped.
No, I'm like, the good news. I just go, oh, all right. Well, have a good one. And I go back into the house, and the guys get confused because I came out, you know. I like closed the door behind me to grab the thing because I don't want to deal with the dogs. Right. And so they see a guy who comes out and bends over to pick up the pamphlet and get excited, I think, that they're going to be able to talk to me.
Yeah, but then
I'm
they
not going
look
to
at
tell them to
you
go
and
fuck
you're
themselves.
like, hey, come on, I want to talk to you guys. And then they're like, ugh, gross. Never mind. There's not room in God's kingdom for you, sir.
They left one of these and said, hey, you're going to need this.
Yeah.
And where you're going, you're going to need 2. So they gave me a backup. But no, it was just funny because the guy, one of them, I think, was excited. And then when I immediately turned around and went back inside, I heard the one say to the other, oh, he's going back in.
Thank God.
No, they were sad. They got their suits on. They're ready to fucking recruit. There's a war that's about to happen, and they need souls. And they need
I think
big
that
guys.
This was the time for the poncho no undies. You should have gone out there, shoeless, bottomless, poncho barely covering up your dangus, and then when you say, hey, okay, Joe is witnesses, and then you just hit him with the stump. You just fucking whip that thing up, and you let him see where babies feed. You know?
Witness this. He came all the way down Fury Road. I might as well show you the master and the blaster. Yeah. If I had been
anything about your testosterone, oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, we didn't. I'll have to ask her because I don't. I didn't bring it up. But I might as well see. It's probably a negative number, which isn't possible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll have to ask. 'Cause I think there's an app, another fucking app for. I mean, bleep it.
Bleep it.
That I haven't signed up for, so I haven't seen my results. But Emily just said, "Yeah, got to change the blood color and then try to make less of it."
They should take
weight.
your blood and they should get like a strainer, like a cheesecloth, and just run all your blood through it and get all the curds out of it. And then we could have the cheese curds with all the fat that's in your blood.
Mm.
Make butter out of it.
Oh, you know what's good? Speaking of being healthy, you know what's good is Megan and I got Domino's yesterday.
Oh,
and
God.
Baked feta.
I thought you were going to say you have Dominican neighbors and you were trying to play a game, but no, you mean the pizza chain.
We got pizza and we got feta as a topping. Holy shit, baked feta. It rules.
That's the move.
It's a whole other level of feta.
It's one of the toppings on my namesake pizza.
Oh,
Becker
shit, I didn't even think about that.
After him. Yeah, the Becktown. You've got
feta.
A pizza named after you?
But it's bacon, feta, and red onion.
Yeah, man.
I like it.
God.
I like that call. I would get rid of the
I guess
bacon.
I never really was able to get the Becker because of the bacon.
Because of the embargo.
No, and so I'd always get like
the treaty you signed.
Mostly
with
veggie
pizza.
pizzas. Damn. But yeah, feta as a pizza topping rules. Good job, Becker.
It's a bit much, though. It's a little much sometimes.
Yeah, it's salty as hell.
You got to spread it out.
My sodium's through the roof.
I believe it. I believe it.
Nothing was through the roof.
Yeah, right.
We definitely we needed to raise the roof in order to prevent it from breaking.
Well, I'm excited for this weight loss journey. I'll go on it with you, man. I'll keep you in check on the road.
Yeah, I gotta try and. The main thing I keep thinking, because I feel like I don't eat as much absolute trash, like fast food, red meat, whatever, like typical shit. But I eat it's the volume, it's the amount of. God, if I could just.
You're like Jaws. You just open your mouth and
always
filter feed.
Going for the record. I gotta stop going for the record. And just
you gotta quit eating undercooked chicken out of the trash in Arizona. I mean, there's just some things where you're like, hey, buddy, no. I want to tell you no at least once a weekend where I'm like, just no, buddy. I'm sorry. So that's what you keep thinking about is eating less. I keep thinking about hiring Noah to ride you around like a jockey. And you just have to carry Noah everywhere, and you get ripped from just carrying 130 pounds of redheaded Semite just on your back. And I just keep him on retainer. Yeah, that'd be great. And then we bring him on planes as your emotional support human, and you have him on a leash.
My buffer, because he's sitting in the middle seat, and I don't have to worry as much about getting up against him. That's part of his job, is just take
Dude, that would be so funny.
Is to not
to
say
hire
anything.
A guy to fly with me and sit in the middle. That's his whole job. Is he's little. I would like to hire Adam Gilbert to sit in the middle, and that way I don't have to worry about crushing the person next to me. That's what I want to do.
Yeah, to not have to feel bad. That's the way we go. That's the way I go instead of losing weight so that I don't creep over.
Hire a tiny.
Just get somebody in between.
Well, I think we're going to need to put in. You need a shock collar, and Becker needs the remote, and then just like he's going to zap you, and then you get up and you go on a walk.
I could buy the seat and have nobody there, but I put Noah there. It's like a weird power play.
Yeah, it's psychosexual.
I'm getting off.
Uh-huh. You dress him up like Becker's dad, little sailorette costume. Say, this is my daughter.
Little Shirley Temple ringlets.
You make him skid him a rinky dinky dink every day at noon to wake you up.
Eating a watermelon in Guatemala. Guatemala.
That sounds like an Afro Man lyric. Eating watermelon in Guatemala. Yes. I met him at the Cincinnati airport.
How long did you talk to him?
About 20 seconds. I said, hey, man, I used to get laid to your songs. And he said, I think I need 10% of that pussy. Or no, I think he said, I want some residuals on that pussy. And I took a picture with him by his like lime green caddy. It was sick.
Whoa. Cincinnati? Yep. Does he live in there?
I think he lives in Kentucky. I think he's one of these guys that has like a farm in Kentucky and just like shoots guns at the moon and drinks Robitussin, you know, and his like wife probably knits and doesn't shave her legs. It's a nice life.
That's what Galifianakis did in North Carolina. You get a farm.
Yeah. I need a farm for you so I can charge people to come look at you.
Just put me in the cornfield and I'll make a maze. I'll eat strategically so that we have an attraction and we have corn. And you could drive in a cornfield like you liked during Wide World. You could.
Yeah, I can't wait to get that footage back, dude. That footage of me running across the field as the sun goes down and it's just a plane of like orange and a plane of yellow we're making fucking movies over here, man. I cannot wait. I cannot wait until we're just given the keys to some kind of development deal and we can just make the fucking Sam T and Becker featuring Lund movie. It's going to be huge.
We watched episode 2. I showed Megan episode 2. She liked episode 1, but she didn't laugh hard like throughout. But episode 2 got her going pretty good.
Hey, man.
So I was happy with that.
Wait till you see some of the surprises we've got for Wide World 3. My God.
Yeah, man.
This episode alone, I've already sunk $1,700 into. So,
on top
it better all pay off.
You're saying in post-production?
Oh, yeah. No, not just in like, you know, getting you guys over to Japan, making sure my little princes felt like polished little keyboard pellets. What? So, no, yeah, just
Go to bed.
Yeah, I gotta go to bed.
Yep. Go to the bedroom, Sam.
Yeah, no, Wide World 3, this is gonna be sick. And then we're going to a little place I like to call Aparu.
They hate that you call it that.
They do, yeah. Shit. Well, I'm glad I'm going to see you this weekend. Oh yeah, Lund, what are you doing tomorrow? Monday.
Nothing.
Can you come up here and do voiceover for that bit we want to do for the next episode? Pat's coming down. Yes.
Yeah.
All right, man. We got Lund. That's going to be huge, is what I'm going to say when you walk in the door. Emmy will be excited to see you. She'll have her big boys. It'll be the Big Boy Squad featuring Emmy.
Is he going to get there tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. Coming on the first train.
Oh, wait. It might be... Looks like a storm is coming.
Shut up.
I'm
There's a
serious.
storm
It's supposed to
coming.
snow.
It's supposed to
No,
snow a
he
bunch,
loves
so
driving in the
maybe...
snow. He's got a death wish. He'll be fine.
Maybe I make it up. Maybe I don't.
Maybe you make up an excuse.
No.
But
Go to bed.
Yeah. I need to go to bed.
Yeah, I'm
Katarina's
glad you made it
downstairs. So I just
What?
want to like...
No.
I'm saying what I want. I'm glad that she's down there. I'm glad she's here, but I want to have intercourse with my wife, but we've got a 27-year-old cock blocking. I've just had nothing but 27-year-olds.
It's a big house.
Yeah, I know, but she's gonna know.
So?
She's
She's
gonna know.
27.
She gonna be there
hear
tomorrow?
Emily. She's gonna hear Emmy scream, "Oh my god, it's so much! I can't believe it all got in there." Gee whiz, it's so.
Gee whiz.
I'm full. Oh my god, I'm full.
Jizz whiz.
It's like someone's feeding me
Gee
a Chipotle burrito.
Gee whiz turns into wee jizz.
Yeah, I worked at Ouija's for a while. It was a communal masturbatory space. It went under.
Is Katarina going to be there tomorrow?
No.
All right, so yeah, I can't make it. It's already snowing like crazy.
Shut up.
But
God.
we will be together this weekend in Fort Worth. I'll be with you in Bloomington. I'm about to have a poster for Terre Haute, thanks to Chad Textbook.
I think I'm going to come feature for you in Terre Haute.
Yeah, maybe let me do my own thing.
I will.
No,
I'm not going to come.
No,
I'm
you
not
should.
gonna come. I don't want to see you that bad. That'll be the
Yeah,
first time I
right.
see you after my fucking trip abroad. I won't see you for 3 weeks.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it'll
That
be
sucks. What are we going to do?
reunion.
Yeah.
Maybe install that tushy, but no promises.
Yeah. Yeah, come see us in Dallas. Come see us in Bloomington. Come see me in Providence, samtalent.com. Go over to Wide World and subscribe. It's Sam Talent on YouTube. Subscribe to that thing. Like, comment, all that shit.
Is episode 3 coming out this week?
Well, yeah, I mean, we're not going to rush anything. Me and Pat were trying to stick to this whole, like, every 2 weeks thing, but that's impossible. So we've had 3 weeks, and whenever Pat's happy with it, because, you know, he's pretty much scraping the marrow out of the bones for this one. But a lot of crow stuff. I'll tease that. A lot of crow stuff in this episode.
Nice.
And patreon.com/Chubby Behemoth. My God, join up. We had one of the all-time episodes this week. The Gauntlet.
Probably
Total
my
slam
favorite,
dunk.
which I don't feel so strongly right away. It's only like revisiting that I can be like, oh yeah, that was one of the best ones. This one I knew right away. It was crazy.
It was a wild story of a man fucking crushing his weed pen and then licking all the goo and then having to drive. So join up. We love you. Pimps up, hose down. Becker guys, unite. Lund guys, there's still time to come over to Sam T Nation.
Lund guys, pick the bones.